Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show. I don't know what's on with the lighting with this stupid shit. But I'm here to preview Iowa State versus Kansas State. Number 22 Iowa State versus number 17 Kansas State tomorrow. Here to give a little preview and give a prediction. First college football game of the season tomorrow. Top 25 game, which I'll be recapping as well. So let's get right into it here. Yeah, number 20, it says 21. They're ranked 22nd, but they kick off their 2025 season against the Big 12 conference rival Kansas State Wildcats in a Week 0 matchup. So yeah, Week 0 matchup here between the Big 12, two ranked top 25 teams, and Ireland on Saturday. Iowa State, they shared the regular season Big 12 championship with Kansas State, while Kansas State shared 8th place in the Conference of West Virginia. The Wildcats 5-4, 9-4, who were 2-1 against the ranked opponents a year ago, had a plus 97 point differential. The Cyclones 11-3, 7-2, who were 9-2 against unranked foes, were plus 114 in point differential. So the kickoff is set for noon Eastern, and Iowa State leads this all-time series 54-50-4, including the 29-21 win last season. The Wildcats are 3-point favorites in this one. So, I'm going to go over why I think each team can win. Kansas State is the favorite in this one, thanks to a large part into a strong list of returning skill players they're getting back. Their junior quarterback, Avery Johnson, returns to be off a solid 2024 campaign. He completed 58% of his passes for 2,712 yards, 25 touchdowns, against 10 interceptions. He's also a runner as well, mostly. 113 times he ran for 605 yards, 5.4 per carry, and 7 scores. He threw for 2 or more touchdowns in 10 games, including their bowl game win over Rutgers. So, they got a strong list of returning skill players. Obviously, with Avery Johnson, he also got the junior running back, Dylan Edwards. He enters the season list on the Maxwell Award. Horung Award and the Jet Award watch list. He was the 2024 Rate Bowl Offensive MVP, rushed for 196 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 18 carries in the win over Rutgers. In 12 games last season, he rushed 74 times for 546 yards, 7.4 per carry, and 5 touchdowns. Obviously, he'll get more carries this year. So I like the return of Avery Johnson, Dylan Edwards. For Iowa State, Rocco Becht will again be under center for the Cyclones this year. Last season, he completed 271 of his 456 passes for 3,505 yards and 25 touchdowns and 9 interceptions and a 138.1 rating. Completed about 59.4% of his passes. In a 42-41 win over Miami in their bowl game, he completed 22 of their 36 passes for 270 yards and 3 touchdowns. He threw for 383 yards and 3 scores in a 45-36 loss at Kansas on November 9th. So they got a good quarterback. Both these teams have good quarterbacks, good running backs as well. Also back is their junior running back, Carson Hansen. He was one of 4 running backs rushing for 300 or more yards in 2024 and 14 games last year. He carried 151 times for 752 yards, which is 5.0 per carry, and 13 touchdowns. He also caught 13 passes for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. In the win over Miami, he ran 16 times for 82 yards, 2 touchdowns, and caught a 13-yard touchdown pass. So both these teams have some good quarterback running back duos heading into this 2025 season. But yeah, Iowa State just completed their best season in school history by notching double-digit wins for the first time. And Kansas State is riding those consecutive 9-4 seasons with their eyes, on their first ever playoff bid this year. I felt the Big 12 is the most wide-open league this year. with Kansas State, Iowa State, Texas Tech. So, Kansas State was good offensively last year. And Iowa State was good in the pass defense, but the rushing defense was weak. We'll see if that improves this year. And they're going to have to be able to contain the run with Avery Johnson and Dylan Edwards. I feel like this mismatch will decide the game, this matchup here. Kansas State's rushing offense versus Iowa State's rushing defense. Iowa State ranked in the bottom 10 in opponent-adjusted rushing defense last year, and they now lose 4 of their top 5 defensive linemen. So we'll have to see how that works out. And obviously, they're not going to have Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel, that one of the top nation receiver duos last year. And their offensive line wasn't great last year. They were better than they were in 2023, but 2024, it was a little bit better, but not by much. But if I'm going to make my prediction here, Kansas State will have the advantage on both lines of scrimmage. The rushing attack and the speedy dual-threat quarterback face a 2024 bottom 10 rushing defense. They lost 4 of their top 5 defensive linemen, and Iowa State thrives when they feature a veteran starting lineup. Last year, they had 20 returning starters and won 11 games. This year, they're only having 9 returning starters. I'm going to pick Kansas State here. I'm going to say 27, Kansas State 27, Iowa State 21, my prediction. But that's all to say. So, leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Until next time, act like. Peace. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be here tomorrow. First game of the season. Top 25 game, Big 12 in Ireland.